Hello everyone and welcome to me and Jack's campervan vlog. We are so excited for this. We've wanted to get a campervan for so long whilst we've been in Australia, but it's so expensive and it's not that easy to do. So we've finally got one. We're going to do a tour up the west coast, so Western Australia's coast, and yeah, it's going to be great. We've had a bit of a day today, I will be honest. So we've been waiting for this van. We came here at like 9:30 today to pick it up. And it's now like 2:30. They just took so long with it, and I mean they were really nice, and they gave us like good compensation. Like today's fee was taken off, and they gave us like free gas, and yeah. But it's just a bit of a shame because now we've got to do a load of shopping, to get all our supplies, to get some food, and then we've got a 2.5 hour drive. But luckily it's a 2.5 hour drive. I think a lot of people were a lot worse off than us. They had, you know, planned to do a 6 hour drive today, and gets dark at like 5:30, 6. So, but yeah, we're really excited. I'll give you a proper tour and everything when we get going and we get it all set up. Okay, we are finally on the road. We've done a shop and we're stocked up and we're driving, but we are a lot later obviously than we wanted to be today because of how long it took. And on roads like this, you are at such risk of kangaroos jumping out. You know, there are kangaroos all in this field over here and here. So if one jumps out and they're big, that can cause so much damage as well as killing the kangaroo. So it's not as relaxing as we'd hoped today would be because we really are keeping a close eye out. Okay, so we've made it to our first stop and no kangaroos were hurt in the process. And we're at a lovely little campsite and we're using these barbecues again. They're all over Australia and we used them at the beginning when we were traveling and we're using them again. So it's burgers on the menu tonight, and then we're going to set up our bed, make it all cozy in the camper van and have a relax. Oh my gosh, me and Jack both slept so well last night. So well. It's so cozy here. This like mattressy thing is really comfy. And here's a little tour I couldn't give you last night. Ooh, so this is the bed that I'm in. There's the kitchen and the driving seats at the front. And then this is my view out this morning. I've got nice blue sky and the sun. I mean, the sun did kind of come in this morning, but that's okay because we're going to try and get up nice and early. But yeah, I love it. I think I'm going to move in. First outing in the camper van is to the Pinnacles Desert. And in the Pinnacles Desert, you have all these rock formations, which are the pinnacles. That looks really cool. It's so cool to be in a desert. Made it to Kalbarri. There's our van. We've done about 4-5 hours of driving today. And this is Kalbarri Pink Beach because it's pink and very windy. Look, the sand is pink. I love that. Really hard to show you because we're holding hot plates, but this is our second dinner. It looks really sad. But we've got chili con carne, which we've made. Here's our van. And we've made it to Kalbarri. And we got some wine in our little camper chairs. Cute. We had a lovely sleep in our camper van again, and yeah, it's a beautiful day today. So we've got a lot to do today. We're not traveling anywhere today, which is nice. So we're going to explore the area a lot. Look at this lake. It's pink. All lakes should be pink. And it's pink apparently because of the algae. But yeah, it's a massive lake. And that's amazing. And this is me and the pink lake. I wore purple so that I would look nice in pictures against the pink lake. Just cooking up some scrambled eggs for lunch. And this is the view out of the back of our camper van. exactly. So we're at Nature's Window, which is that thing up there. I'll get a better view of it in a second. But this is the most photographed thing of Western Australia because it perfectly frames the river over there. And yeah, this is really gorgeous. This bit, this like rock edge here, down there, really reminds me of The Lion King, when Mufasa dies. Yeah. Fun fact there. This is Nature's Window. We have just taken obligatory photos in the middle there. Jack's going to demonstrate them now. They look a bit like this. He did. Oh, classic. So this is our last stop of the day. It's called the Skywalk, and we've got 360 views around us of the desert. Yeah, it's crazy here. And then we've got the gorge in front of us here. Tell you what, we are so glad that we're not doing this in the summer. At the moment it's 26 degrees, but the sun is so strong that it feels like in the camper van it's getting, when you're driving, it's getting a little too hot. We're okay at night, but yeah, if we were doing this in summer, it'd be getting to 40, 45 degrees. So yeah, we're glad it's winter. We are back from our day and I'm just sat in the van now. I've just made the bed. This is my view out. Oh, it's very bright, but it actually isn't, and the sun is setting. Hopefully the camera can adjust. Yeah, there you go. We've still got some clouds, so we think it might rain again. And now me and Jack are actually going to go out for a run because I've been trying to get into running and I need to keep going with it. So yeah, we're going to go out for a quick run before we cuddle up for the evening. So we had our chairs set up outside for dinner and we started eating and then it just pours it down, and it did this at lunch as well today. Bearing in mind, it hasn't rained in Kalbarri, which is where we are, for 10 months. That's what everyone's saying. It's like, oh, it hasn't rained in 10 months. And it's chucking it down both evenings we've been here and during dinner time. It's went everywhere. Alright, so we are on the road again. We have left Kalbarri and we're on to a place called Shark Bay. We had a nice little coffee this morning and this is what the road looks like. Nice straight Western Australia roads. I tell you what, these roads do make you really tired because they are just straight and you've got really nothing either side of it. And yeah, compared to the driving in New Zealand, we've got so much more tired driving these roads. So we're literally doing an hour each to make sure that we're both okay. But yeah, we should get there in about 4 hours. Alright, we've done 3 hours of driving and we're taking a quick stop off and probably have some lunch at Shelley Beach. And this beach is 100% shells, so there's not a single grain of sand apparently here. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see, but these are all shells. They're just broken shells. And there's only 2 beaches in the world that are like this, so I need to look up where the other one is. It kind of feels like sand because they're so crumpled, but it is a little bit spikier on your feet. Today's lunch spot, just come off Shell Beach and gonna have some PB&J sandwiches.
Do you want to be boo or pop?
Boo.
Okay.
We've done our 4-hour drive. It went really well, it went really quickly, and now we're at Shark Bay, which is beautiful. And it's not known for sharks, it's actually known for dolphins. So in this bay they have resident dolphins that just live here all year round, and they do a feeding in the morning where they come so close to the shore, so literally they come right to your feet to the shore apparently. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and we're just having a bit of sunbathe at the moment. This is the most magical moment. We've got the sunset here And look over here, there's just dolphins. You can't see them much, but they're just popping up their fins. Oh my gosh, that was the best sunset ever. The sun was setting, which was beautiful, and then I started slagging off the dolphins to Jack, saying, oh, I was promised dolphins and there's no dolphins here. And just in that moment, about 5, not that far from the shore, just kind of bounced up and just did like the, you know, where their fins come up, right along the sunset. It was so perfect. That was such a cool memory, wasn't it, Jack?
Yeah, it was.
That was amazing. Right, and now to the bar. This campervan life isn't too shabby. Jack, why is there an emu outside our campervan?
He's just a chill guy.
So we're gathering for a dolphin feed. So this is where they feed them at the shore, and they come really close to the shore every morning. So yeah, it's about 7:30. Yeah, and yeah, hopefully we're going to see some dolphins.
And then make sure in that line, not going to cross that get good. So let's see from that area. And then also the next person like you or left of you can see as well. Hi.
Hey everyone, sorry I haven't vlogged much today. My camera's been out of battery, and actually there hasn't been too much to vlog anyway. We've been driving all day. We had a 6-hour drive today, so we did the dolphin feeding this morning, and then we hopped in the van and drove 6 hours to where we are at the moment, which is Coral Bay. And Coral Bay is actually the whole reason we've done this trip, because there is a really awesome snorkel trip here, and me and Jack have just loved snorkeling so much since we've been out in Australia, which is so random, because if you'd asked me before I came out here if that was something I enjoyed or if I was excited to do that, it'd have been the last thing on my list. I hated swimming in the sea and the ocean. It made me really nervous, maybe because my dad made me watch Jaws when I was 10 years old. That probably didn't help. But since coming here, we started off with the Barrier Reef and we just loved it ever since. So we're going to a place, well, a reef called the Ningaloo Reef tomorrow, which is kind of the opposite side of the Barrier Reef and is apparently even better than the Barrier Reef. And hopefully we're going to be swimming with whale sharks, which if we can do tomorrow will be absolutely insane. That'd be incredible. And it's an 8-hour long trip, so it's going to be an awesome day.
Oh yeah, no, I see a grey shadow.
Louis sliding in! And the group sliding in! Sliding on! Okay, so there is a whale shark there. I can't see it from the boat.
Behind you that way, swimming that way and looking now, looking that way.
Looking now.
In your water.
From the boat they'll just look like a dark shadow apparently, but I haven't been able to see. Unless I do it. Oh, I do see a shadow. Right where they are.
They're able to form a U-run.
So now they're going to form like a U around it and follow it for a bit, which is what we've just done. Yeah.
Looks like they've got it.
Yeah. Done for the day. We've got some champagne to finish it off on the boat, and the sun setting. It's been such a long day. It's like way past 5 o'clock already. We've been on the boat since 8:30 this morning. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna give you a little update on yesterday. I couldn't give it yesterday because we were so tired. That was the longest day ever. We got on the boat at 8 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. something, you know, really early, and we didn't get off until 6, wasn't it, Jack?
Yeah, that's right.
Jack's just cooking some bacon over there for breakfast, and so that's a long day on a boat. We started off and we did a hours-long snorkel in the reef, and that was amazing. It was so, you could tell there was like such good diversity in this reef, and it was really healthy, and we saw like 3 turtles, which was amazing. Then we went back on the boat, and they did warn us, oh, it can be a while before we spot whale sharks. So we have spotter planes going up at 10:30, and then yeah, it depends what they see. And nothing happened for so long. I mean, hours and hours. I fell asleep. It was lovely sat there, and the most amazing thing was that we saw it's humpback whale migration season. So we saw 3 humpback whales, which is a tour in itself. Like, that's amazing in itself, seeing humpback whales and their tails coming up and them just kind of swimming next to the boat. That was insane. But anyway, with the whale sharks, it's looking like we're having no luck here. It's getting late. It's getting to like 2:30 kind of time when we're way out to sea, and there's still been no spotting. And then kind of as all hope was being given up on, you could tell the staff's like attitudes were just getting a little bit like losing hope a bit. And we suddenly spotted them, or the plane spotted them, and we went there and we got a swim with a whale shark. The first one, we did 2 swims with them. First one, we saw it really deep under us, and we just kind of saw it diving down. And then the second one was amazing. We went in and I looked at the lady, and she was like pointing to the side, so I kind of just looked to the side, and then I just saw this huge creature, biggest I've ever seen, next to it. And I did have like a moment of, oh my god, you know, like you kind of freak out slightly, and then obviously you calm down. And then we will have to swim as quickly as possible around it and keep up with it, which I thought was so funny. Like, our flipper's going crazy, Jack, trying to keep up with it, and it just moving so calmly and yet going so quickly along. And it had all these fish underneath it that were just using it as a like hitchhiking, and it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And they had a photographer with us, so he took some amazing photos of it. And yeah, it was an amazing day, wasn't it, Jack?
Absolutely incredible. One of the best days of the trip, I reckon.
Yeah, it was. We were really impressed. And then our plan for today is to go snorkeling again, but this time just me and Jack. We're gonna, what again this area is famous for is having the reef so close to the shore, is that you can literally walk out to the reef. So we're gonna hire snorkels and flippers today, and then drive to this spot, do a walk, and then walk out to the reef. So that's gonna be awesome as well. This is what we look like right now, because the flies are so bad here. They haven't been that bad so far. Like, the whole time we've been in Australia, they've been fine. But right now, they are everywhere.
Count maybe 15 to 20 on your cap.
Oh no, are there? Well, your bag looks like you've got something all over it. It's
Really?
all flies, yeah.
Oh.
So, I tell you, this snorkel site better be worth it. We've got a 45-minute walk like this. Alright, so this is the beach and the reef that we've just been snorkeling on. It's called Five-Fingered Reef, and it was absolutely incredible. It was phenomenal. I'll tell you all about it in a little bit, but yeah, really beautiful. But now we have to walk back for the 45-minute fly walk, and that's not going to be fun. Jack's here.
Good.
Hey everyone, sorry I'm a bit wonky, but I thought I would just tell you about me and Jack's day today. We went to the reef on our own, and I showed you on my phone that walk. We did a 45-minute walk covered in flies. It was horrible, but luckily there weren't so many when we got to the beach, and then we went straight in the water. And this reef was insane. This reef is the only reef so far I think competes with the Great Barrier Reef that we did right at the beginning. We just walked out on our own. I was a little bit nervous because obviously we weren't doing it as a guided tour, you know, with tour guides or anything. But yeah, we saw stingray, we saw the coral was amazing and looked really healthy, a reef shark today. We also saw squid. I've never seen squid before, so they were, I don't know if they're like giant squid, but they were like this big, and there was 3 of them, and I didn't get too close because I was like, I don't even know if squid are dangerous or, yeah, but that was really cool. That's something I've never seen before. But yeah, it was a really lovely day, and then this afternoon we've had a bit more of a chilled one, done some washing and gone for a run. I know that doesn't sound very chilled, but that is quite nice to do here. So yeah, it's been a really good day. Now I'm just cooking some rice and having some wine. Jack's sat outside having his wine. So cheers, hope you're all having a good time wherever you are. What a night. We were just sat up watching Jeremy Clarkson's farm, and we saw a mouse in our van. So when we checked in the other day, they said, oh, just so you know, we're having an outbreak of mice at the moment, but you're in a van, so you should be okay. And then we were just lying there and Jack saw a mouse, so we've had to empty like everything. We can't see it anywhere. We've found entry points that it might be coming in from, and yeah, we tried leaving out like a little snack for it to try and catch it, but that didn't work. And then we realised neither of us really want to catch the mouse. Yeah, so not a great evening so far. I've just made it to the furthest point in our trip, so that's Exmouth, and it looks really nice here. It's quite a big town, so it's cool seeing a lot of civilization around actually. I don't want to talk about last night. All you need to know is that the mouse is gone. It was gone we got rid of it at around 2:30 AM. I have to give all the credit to this man right here. He really pulled through with the mouse. I didn't. I was so tired that I was ready to accept the mouse as one of our own. Yeah, I couldn't give a care. I was so tired, but we did get rid of it and we're glad it's gone. But no more details on what happened. Yeah, so now we can't check into our campsite yet, so we're going to drive around and see a bit of the sights. We're going to go to a lighthouse right now. We're having a break from snorkeling today, but we'll be back snorkeling tomorrow, all day pretty much. So yeah. Right, here's today's lunch view. We're going to stop and do some PB&J sandwiches again. We're at the top of a lighthouse, so it's nice and cool and breezy and really beautiful. Looking out for those humpback whales out there because it's migration season from June to November maybe. So it's at the beginning, but yeah, this is a good sighting zone for them apparently. We've just had a very sleepy couple of hours. We pulled up in this lovely spot. The sea looks so calm and lovely, and I started a book and then I fell asleep, and yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Here's Jack.
Hello.
Alright, another day and another snorkel. So we have gone to a place called Turquoise Bay today, which is one of the most famous snorkeling points in the world. It's an amazing reef that again we can just kind of walk up to from the shore, so it will just be us snorkeling today. We're not in like an organised group, and we've got here nice and early to avoid the crowd, so it's only about 8 o'clock at the moment, so we can get out there as soon as possible. And yeah, okay, first snorkel sight of the day is done. So we've done Turquoise Bay and it was really good. We saw massive stingray, we saw a oh pardon me, a turtle, and we saw a white tip fin shark. So that's like a reef shark, but it was the biggest one I've ever seen. It was like 2 meters long, and it was just sleeping at the bottom. But that was a big one, yeah. The coral we thought was a bit disappointing. It wasn't very colourful or diverse at all. So we've gone to another bay now, which is called Oyster Stack Bay, and we're gonna go for a snorkel here. Okay, so we are just stopping for lunch now. We've just done our snorkel at Oyster Stack, and that was amazing. That was really, really impressive. Yeah, the coral, the fish were massive and so lovely and colourful. We saw a turtle again and had like, it was just me and Jack, so just us with the turtle, which was amazing. Lunch again, just some peanut butter and jam sandwiches, and that's our view out. So our third snorkel zone, I don't know where we are actually now. I don't know what this beach is called. It's very pretty. The water looks amazing.
Next day, and we're leaving Exmouth, and Hannah's just chilling reading her book this morning before we leave.
It's lovely. I'm very gourmet with our food tonight. Pesto, also known as pasta pesto.
Which one do you call it?
Pesto pasta. I don't know. Pasta pesto.
I can't.
You say pasta pesto.
Do I?
Oh, I don't know actually.
I think I say pesto pasta.
Yeah, maybe.
Intellectual debates we have.
Yeah, this is what me and Jack have resorted to talking about. Last full day in the van. Got a nice breakfast of scrambled eggs. And another beautiful day. So we are on our last, no, it's not our last drive, is it? We've got a lot of driving to do tomorrow. So today's our last full day. We're doing a 5-hour drive today to one of our last overnight stop. We're just having a stop off now, so Jack's eating his sandwich. I've got some nuts. I'm not too sure what to update you on. I'm quite sad that it's coming to the end of our trip. I really enjoyed it. You enjoyed it, Jack?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. So worth doing.
Yeah, so worth doing. We've loved it. Best thing about camping, the views and the early nights. Everyone is in bed by like 8 o'clock. The campsites are like empty. If you go out, sometimes we go to the toilet at like 9:30. We feel like it's the middle of the night that we're sneaking out, going for a wee. I love it. There's no expectation to stay up late, and yeah, we're cuddled down by 8 o'clock every night watching something. It's brilliant. That's my highlight. What's yours, Jack?
The clear skies at night, the stars, and the snorkeling's been very cool.
Oh yeah, the snorkeling's been amazing. Yeah, the snorkeling's been 100% worth it. Yeah, that's been amazing. We'll never forget that. The low light is definitely the mouse for me.
Yeah.
The worst bit about this trip has been the mouse.
I think that's pretty clear worst bit.
It's our final dinner in the van, and we're having burgers again. We're actually inside tonight because since coming down back to Perth, it's got so much cooler, and you can really feel it out there. We've had no problem sitting out every day, but it feels a bit chilly out there now. We are nearly back to Perth. We've got an hour of driving left, and we'll just stop at the side of the road to actually pack all our stuff, which is a job me and Jack just love doing. So I guess this is the end of our campervan adventure. We've had so much fun. We've enjoyed it so much. It's been so funny, and we've wanted to do it for ages, so we're glad we finally got to do it. And our next adventure will be in Vietnam, so we're heading there in a couple of days. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!
See ya!